Will Noah have to escape in the Icarus? Is time travel back? The atomic threat is a theme that has not been touched upon in the new Planet of the Apes universe films. So much so that many have thought that this story will not be repeated and has nothing to do with the originals. However, the story may be very different from what we thought. The protagonist of the new film, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, is Noah, a primate explorer who, behind his story, could be the descendant of Caesar and the future of humanity. But what would you think if I told you that it is in his destiny to escape the extinction of the planet, and that this lies in his name? Do you want to know more? Then stay tuned to this video. And for more videos of your favorite series and movies, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Welcome to the Oasis Geek. To understand how Noah will really escape on the Icarus and what the purpose is in this movie, we must start at the beginning, at the time when humans still dominated the planet. The story of the Caesar trilogy takes different inspirations from the Bible and the mythology of the medieval age, starting with the name Caesar, who was a leader of Rome of great importance. This means that names in this universe have a lot of importance. As we have mentioned in other videos, the story of Caesar has several parallels with the stories of Moses and Jesus. Caesar freed his people from slavery and then sacrificed himself in order to get his tribe to a kind of promised land. However, the biblical parallels and references did not end in the previous trilogy. When the protagonist was revealed, it was mentioned that his name was Noah, similar to the biblical character, and just like Caesar, his name hides his purpose, and their stories could be similar. Caesar was a baby who had to be taken in a box to save his life after the chief of operations of Gen C's decided to wipe out all the apes. Caesar grew up among his enemies, the humans, and freed his people like Moses. So, in Noah's case, I can deduce what his story will be like based on his name. Noah was the only righteous person on earth, and he received a sign from an angel. In that sign, he was informed that the world would be destroyed because of sin. Noah built the ark and managed to evade the extinction of mankind. Just as the story of Caesar tells the story of a leader, the story of Noah must be about the extinction of his species and how he must save a few. Now, if there really is a threat, this would explain why at the beginning of the trailer it is mentioned that Noah is having visions of something that hasn't happened. Perhaps Noah is having visions of the end of the world and must find a way to save his tribe. Perhaps Noah is a messianic savior of sorts, and we will see a mass extinction on the planet. When we think of Noah's Ark, we think of a place where animals can be kept alive while the end of the world occurs. Interestingly, this ship of the sea has a similar counterpart in this universe. I am talking about the Icarus. This spaceship has been used in the past as an Ark of Salvation, transporting apes from the most remote places to save them from the extinction of mankind. The parallels between the story of Noah and Noah from the Bible will be evident in the story of the film. In the second movie, Under the Planet of the Apes, we saw how the Alpha and Omega, an atomic bomb capable of destroying the planet, was detonated. In fact, this is the end of that universe. But in the third Planet of the Apes movie, we discover that several apes escaped to the past, using the Icarus. This has become an Ark of Salvation, so the idea of the Icarus becoming an ark is not so far-fetched. If Noah's story will be like Caesar's, this means that biblical symbolism would be an element present. Also in his story, just as Caesar may be the leader, and even the messianic figure in this story, Noah would be the Noah who helps the apes escape the approaching danger. If indeed what will again cause the extinction of mankind will be another nuclear bomb. This time it might not be caused by humans, but Proximus Caesar might be planning to use this weapon to bring a new world without knowing that it will cause destruction in its wake. If Noah will really use the Icarus as an Ark of Salvation, first, the Icarus should return. In previous movies, we have seen references to this spaceship, but so far, neither the astronauts nor the time travel have been announced. However, in the original films, other apes escaped the planet's extinction on the Icarus and managed to travel back in time. If this theory is true, Noah could travel back in time, long before Caesar was born, and witness the experiments to which the apes were constantly subjected. But if this theory is true, then what would the movie be like? The film would begin with Noah and several members of the tribe searching for resources. Then, they discover human clothing, and here Noah will warn Raka that he is having visions of the future. Following the trail, Noah would begin to find pieces of a crashed spaceship. This is where he would meet May, who would explain to him that she comes from another world, but they would be attacked by the tribe of Proximus Caesar, who wishes to approach the spaceship. It is probable that the spaceship does not suffer great problems, and that it can be reused as the previous one. It is then when Proximus Caesar would find the nuclear bomb and try to create his new empire, without realizing that he would be repeating the same mistakes of humanity. But Noah, who has had visions of what will happen, knows that he must escape in the Icarus, and history repeats itself again. While this is something that may not be to the liking of people who are not fans of time travel, I think it's where this story is heading to. In the original films, the astronauts and the Icarus were a staple, and we have many clues in the trailer, which point to the fact that it is being followed exactly what happens in this world, and that it's only a matter of time before we see the Icarus return. Personally, I think time travel is an important element, but if misused, it can destroy the story. But tell me, what do you think about all this? Will Noah have to look for the Icarus to save himself? Will the Icarus be the Ark of the Planet of the Apes universe? Will we finally see time travel? And for more videos of your favorite series and movies, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. You are on the Oasis Geek.